Natasha Sunshine-Antonioni with Beauty Snap, a quick tip beauty site and wellness for the modern woman on the go. I'm here today with my friend Vivian, and she's going through a haircut challenge. She used to have her hair real short. She's also worn it very long, and she's kind of struggling with this place that she's at. Maybe some of you can relate. When you see the back of Vivian's hair, you could kind of see how it could be problematic. It's starting to kick out, and that's typical of what happens when it starts to hit this part of the back line. And so we want to give her some style because she's a stylish girl, and we want to make her grow out a lot easier. What we're going to do is we're just going to leave most of the length in the front, and we're going to do a soft, subtle angle up the back and add some layers and movement so she can get a little bit of volume in the crown. And lastly, we're just going to cut into her sweepy fringe so she has something sexy to sweep across her forehead. All right, here we go. So what we did was we took some length off the back, about 1.5 inches, just so it's above that collar mark, and then we left the length on the side, and then we took a bunch of the weight out of here so she gets a real beautiful swing to her hair. The last step is that we're going to, I'm really liking this sweepy kind of side part on Vivian. So I want to leave a lot of the length here, but I'm going to lighten it up a bunch, and that'll make it super easy for her when she styles it, so it has this real swoopy, sweepy, kind of sexy effect. All right, here we go. And there we have it. So I'm just going to give Vivian a really quick blow dry, and we'll be There we have it. Can I tell you a little bit about that blow dry so that you can get it just as good as that? What we did was we used Vivian's head as a roller. It's called a wrap dry. So I think you saw me kind of wrapping the hair around to one side and then wrapping it the other way. That creates that beautiful kind of wrapping effect of the hair under her chin. And then what you saw me do at the very end was just go over it with the round brush and just smooth those ends out. And I lifted up the layers at the end and just gave it a little bit of extra volume in the crown. The last thing that you saw me do was I had my brush and I had it wound this way so that when it fell, she had this beautiful little swoop right there. Are we liking it? Here's what I know about Vivian's hair. It tends to look beautiful at first, and then about an hour later, it'll start to drop. I knew that starting, so I went in with Kevin Murphy's anti-gravity volumizer. And I don't know if you saw, but I added some extra product to the crown area because I knew that that's where I wanted the most volume. Lastly, I took my comb and I combed the product through so that it was evenly distributed. So I went heavier in the crown and then I distributed it evenly through the ends. So I'm going to add just a little bit of the acai Brazilian oil to those ends just to give it a little bit of sharpness and extra shine, even though there's so much beautiful shine there. And I'd love to have Vivian do one last thing on her own so that she can replicate this when she's at home. There is this amazing product called Powder Grip. And so we just talked about it, and I was telling her she just has to spray a little bit, actually not spray, it's a powder. She just has to put a little bit of the powder in at the root and do 2 sections of that on each side and 1 in the back, and that's gonna keep her lasting volume all night. So here you go, Vivian. Thanks. Perfect. And then the last thing you do when you use that product is you just kind of move it around with your fingertips. So you're making kind of circular motions with your fingertips at the scalp. Now, Vivian, feel that.
Nice.
It's like teasing in a powder. It's amazing stuff. So she'll keep this beautiful style all night and all day long. If you like this tutorial, please share it with your friends. Help us spread the Beauty Snap word. You can find us on YouTube at Beauty Snap TV, on Facebook at Beauty Snap, and on the web at beauty-snap.com. We hope to see you soon. Get gorgeous and go. Bye.